How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good day today. If you guys are new to my channel, I design my own fishing lures and then 3D print them, and then I post the files for you guys to download and make them yourself for free. So I made a couple recent discoveries I wanted to update you guys on, and I also wanted to talk about my ideas for the future of the channel. But first, most importantly, originally all my molds were made out of ABS, and I told everybody to make them out of ABS if they could. Now, I figured out that this isn't the best plastic to use. You get these little cracks in here, and you get some warping too. Now, this isn't make it unusable. It just makes all these little boogers come out because the plastic leaks into the cracks and then it gets on your lure and it looks kind of stupid. So I was screwing around one day trying to avoid that, and I'm like, hey, I have a spare roll of PETG, let me try that. So my last video I did this open pour, tried it out, worked great. There's a little bit of warping in the corners, but it's still a lot better than the ABS. And I also tried that with injection molds. So whatever I said for my last videos and the 4 or 5 lures I made, I know I said use ABS, but use PETG if you can. It should be easier and a lot more people should be able to use it too. Going on with that, this is the paddle tail swim bait mold I made, and it went through a little bit of redesign. This is the newest version. The last one didn't have enough action on the tail for me, so I made the tail, whatever you want to call it, thinner, and the paddle and the tail thicker. So it's got a lot more kick to it now. Now going on from that, I've been a little bit busy and my printer got knocked out for a while. Before I was using this knockoff Micro Swiss all metal hot end with a nice Chinesium heater block. And I was trying to tighten my nozzle on, and yeah, that didn't go so well, so I had to replace that. Also been working on some nice new hard baits. Now this is a saltwater hard bait. This is the like early prototype version of it. This is going to be released eventually, but not for a while. Just thought I'd give you guys a sneak peek on that. So I've been printing out a bunch of these for me and my friends to use and test out. Speaking of testing, I know I promised you guys every video basically that I'm going to go out and test these lures. I've been trying to, but it just seems like every time I go out, what I bring with me is not what's working. Like, you could have the best crawl lure in the world, and if they don't want to crawl that day, that's not going to work out. So I'm going to keep trying to get some test videos up. I think I'm better off just keep making lures, so I have like a whole tackle box full I can throw at them, see whatever they want. So for the future of our channel, our molds are going to get a little bit of redesign. I'm done with these stupid peg things. Instead, we're just going to put holes straight through the mold on both sides, and we're going to use bolts with a washer on both sides and a wing nut. So that way they're cheap to get a ton of, and we're going to put clamping pressure in here, and it's going to get rid of this flashing I get in here. I'm getting really sick of picking off flashing off all my lures, because when you put this thing together and you put the clamps in the corners, all this has no pressure on it, so it just oozes out in between, and I'm really tired of it. So we're going to fix that. Putting the holes in this instead of this, they'll just be like these but all the way through. It's also going to make these molds resin printer friendly, which is something we're going to get into very soon. Next thing is, this is my injector. This is a 4-ounce injector. I ordered an 8-ounce one, so you know, some nice simple math here. It holds twice as much. That's going to allow us to make some bigger molds, more cavities, bigger lures. It'll be fun. Now for the future of this channel. So this isn't the final version, but my most popular video so far is this popper I made. So I think I'm going to do some more hard baits. I want to make a nice like 3-inch jerk bait, 4-inch jerk bait, make different diving baits, make different diving depths for them. So like, let's say you want a 3-inch jerk bait, but you only want it to cruise right under the surface, and you want a 3-inch jerk bait that dives 3 feet. You have different options to choose from. I also want to make the weight cavities like big and a lot of extra room. So if you want one that's floating, you can do that. You want one that's slow sinking, suspending, you can tune it to your preferences. Now those are lofty goals, but that's what we're going to go for at least. Now because of that, the hard baits take a lot longer to design with the lip and everything. It goes through a lot more testing. Plus, it's not like I'm just shooting a mold. I gotta glue them together and wait, paint them, all that crap. So in the meantime, we're gonna do some more soft plastic while I'm working on that at the same time. Now I'm more of a salt guy than a freshwater guy. I'm not done making bass soft plastics, but I feel confident that I have enough now that someone could get a printer and have at least a few lures they can make. So we're gonna switch gears to the soft plastics a little bit. Now I'm on the northeast coast, so my goal now is to bang out a bunch of fluke baits. They're going to be designed for fluke, but they should work for any inshore species, and I don't see why some of the smaller designs wouldn't work for freshwater too. But I want to do, like, you know, some nice grubs, little the minnows with the curly Q tail. I don't know what the word is for that. Maybe a sand eel, throw in a shrimp for some of you southern guys. That way we have a lot more variety and lures you guys can use. So I think that's about it. Just a short rambling update. Of course, if you guys suggest any lures in the comments down below, I'll prioritize that. But if not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.